They knew to do the best thing that they could for the sellers and the buyers.
The culture is first and foremost rooted in where both Bob and Ivan came from. They started their careers in the forest industry in Sinclair Mills, 75 kilometers kind of northeast of Prince George.
The sawmill they were working for ended up being sold to Noranda, and they were moving their offices to Toronto.
And Ivan and Bob did not want to go to Toronto. It was too big. They had no idea what they wanted to do, but they said they know lumber and they can do that here.
They learned that they had to rely on community.
And my father knew a number of the people in the forest industry here, and Ivan was involved in the accounting and financial side of things. So they went together and set up a lumber wholesale company.
The wholesalers were always playing the rift between lumber producers and the sales. And the sales guys were always trying to get as much they could. Ivan and Bob said, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to charge you a commission. And within a year or two, they were the only lumber wholesalers in Prince George area.
It started with relationships and the ability to really build relationships up and down the supply chain, throughout the community, within the business, and really getting people to work together.
Everyone recognized the integrity of these two gentlemen, that you never had to worry about your money. They were very frugal. If we went to the parking meter on the street after a meeting and there was 5 minutes left, we would wait it out.
Some of the mills needed money. So at that point, they had a bit of money, so they would take an interest in the mills.
In the late 60s, they first got 2 sawmills, Apollo Forest Products in Fort St. James. And then there was 2 partners in Vanderhoof. They just started handling the sales for those 2 companies. Early 70s, L&M Lumber was started in Vanderhoof, and they put a sawmill together because the planer mill was only picking up dry lumber from local area people, but they had to have a sawmill with fiber to make that work. And the government agreed to provide them fiber, and it was small, tight knotted pine. So you'd only get a couple of 2x3s or a couple of 2x4s out of one log. It was an absolutely beautiful product that eventually Mitsui Corporation in Japan liked the product so much, and it was just absolutely perfect for the Japanese side.
My father was chairman of the college. He was very involved with the Cancer Society here in the lodge.
He was an anonymous donor to build up funds to support students who lacked financial means to complete their studies. And so we would periodically, about once or twice a year, get together at Grandma's Inn, have breakfast together, and I would walk away with a check and he would go back to the office.
And one of his biggest successes, I think, and he would recognize it, is his involvement with First Nations. He was always involved in the community.
So they lived and breathed community.
So Sinclair Group Forest Products today is a total of 5 operations located in 3 communities. We produce 400 million board feet on an annual basis, and we employ approximately 450 employees across those operations and in those communities.
Even now, we've got the 3rd generation, we still have some of those original corporations. Now they're also at the 3rd generation, which is pretty interesting.
The longevity of the resilience of the business is largely attributed to the people. We've been very fortunate to have very passionate people about their community and passionate about the business, and they're willing to go to the ends of the earth to make sure it's a success.